Hello there to all my fellow muscular development followers. My name is Johnny Wynn. I'm a NPC men's bodybuilding competitor, aka Johnny Vegas for everyone that already knows, and for those who don't know, you can find me up as Johnny Vegas. We are here in the Gold's Gym in Tampa, Florida. We're going to do a workout video of how to get a big back. So just because you're a lightweight, bantamweight, wherever the case may be, doesn't mean you have to lift lightweight. Show you how to lift like a monster and only weigh 160 pounds. So Gold's Gym Tampa is where it's at for the time being for today, and then get ready for the journey. People ask me, where in my busy schedule do I have time to fit all this in? But then the question I ask back, if you want something that bad, how hard are you willing to work for it, and what are you willing to give up for it? Being the general manager, running the gym here in Gold's Gym of Tampa, Florida, working anywhere from 12 to 14-hour shifts, you know, it does get kind of hard to fit in your schedule, as well as having 2 kids at home under the 8. You know, I have my youngest is 2 and my oldest is 3, and working a full-time job. It does get kind of hard to fit it in, but I guess with the fact of I want it enough, and I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to give it up, whatever I have to give up in order to do it. If it means giving up an hour or 2 of my rest time in order to come here and push it through and get myself where I want to be, as well as while I'm doing it, motivating others to do it as well. I think that's what pushes me through every day. Being overweight when I was younger, you know, 225 pounds at 4'2", to being 128 pounds at 5'8", just about 2.5, 3 years ago. You know, I guess I can say I've been on both sides of the scale, and with me being on both sides of the scale, I can help relate to everyone else, and by me helping to relate to everyone else and showing them that results are possible, it all depends on where your mindset is. I think that's one of the biggest things for me. Building back in 2010, my very first season, and of course that's after my oldest son was born. Sympathy weight. They're not kidding when they talk about men gain sympathy weight. I put on over 60 pounds, and the best part, I thought it looked sexy. I thought it looked real sexy until the moment I took my before picture. A couple months later, I got onto Team Transcend, and when I started cutting weight and I took my midway picture, holy cow, I was not sexy. I got so mad at my wife at the time because I was like, you let me walk around like this? You said I look sexy. I was far from sexy. So after the fact of course, getting into the best shape of my life, and being a competitive person at heart, it lit the bug. Everyone says you catch the bug whenever you first start competing, and I thought it was a myth, just like a lot of other things when people say, but holy cow, jumping on stage, shaking it, people loving it. It's like, I'm a stripper that it doesn't get paid. And people love it. I don't have to take off all my clothes. So I fell in love with it ever since. And straight after my first year competing, I didn't place my first 2 shows. I did the Central Florida Classic as well as the Tampa Bay Classic. It motivated me to hit it strong and get a strong off season for just my prior year back in 2012. And I think I hit the same angle that everyone else falls into, or the same groove that everyone hits into after the first show. Put on about a good 50, 60 pounds again. And once again, go back to the stage where I thought it looked damn sexy. You know, smalls fit great, and then went to mediums. And that first time in my life, back in 2011, I fit largest. I never thought in a million years would I fit large. And the sad part was the only part that the large shirt actually fit was around my midsection. So, dieting down again. 2012, I wasn't too sure if I was going to compete in 2012, but after a couple of things happened, needed some motivation to get back into shape. Not only that, but working in a gym, running a gym, and being the fat guy that works in a gym, I didn't want to be that guy. So getting back into it this past year in 2012, I dropped about 44 pounds. I did a total of 4 shows this year. First show I did again was the Central Florida Classic. Didn't place once again. And shortly after that show, actually on the drive home, I was so upset and I was almost done for the season. But then something hit me on the drive home. I lost it, and I told myself that my next show I was going to do was Mark Antoinette's St. Pete Muscle. And I told myself that no one was going to take it from me in that show, and I was going to come in super hard, super lean, and give the best show that everyone has ever seen on the stage of NPC in Florida. So sure enough, got on stage and went against my teammate actually, and he overplaced me. He did second in the Lakeland Classic, and I think that was probably one of the best times of my life competing on stage, talking smack backstage. Not only did I take first place in the open lightweight category for bodybuilding, I also took home the most energetic poser. And to me, when it comes to competing is, of course, it's fun, it's great, it gets you in shape. It's something I love to do as a hobby, but just the aftermath of what you get, especially with me being an attention whore per se, I like it when people approach me afterwards and tell me, hey, awesome show, I loved every moment of it, and I guess that's the moment that I look for. It's not all about the trophy, it's not about placing, but it's about leaving a mark in someone's memory bank that they'll never forget you. Then I remember straight after, every show after, he's like, no gyrating on stage, none of this, none of that. Coming to the gym, being in the gym, working in the gym, you see people coming in and out of this place, see hundreds of faces every single day, but to see the faces that you've helped get into the shape that they want to be in and help them make lifestyle changes to themselves, as well as just give them everything they're looking for. I think it's one of the most self-gratifying things that I could say that I do here at Gold's Gym of Tampa. Not only is it my lifestyle that I change, but I try to help other people change their lifestyles as well. Workouts right now, I hit workouts. I do a 2-1, 2-2 split. 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off. So it gives me enough time to hit the heavy volume that I need to grow for the next year. This season, this off season, I should say, I definitely kept it a lot cleaner. Instead of gaining already another 40 to 50 pounds, I've been staying. I've only increased about 20 to 25 pounds in weight, 163-ish as far as my weight goes, and I'm still sitting at about 13% body fat. So I don't have to drop the 40 to 50 pounds that I did the 2 prior years in competing for this upcoming year. And as far as when I get to end season, I like to start things off a little bit sooner, maybe 16 to 20 weeks instead of dropping it down and trying to play the game of catch up for the last 8 to 12 weeks. Take it a little bit easier, still get my cheat meals in on a weekly basis, enjoy what I like enjoying the most, as well as the diet's not nearly as hard. Previous season, I started off just about, I would say 20 weeks out, and I was still having cheat meals up to 3 weeks out. 3 weeks out to the show, I was still fat loading. I was still fat cycling, and then 3 weeks out, and that's when I finally started to taper up. And let me tell you, I had the best time in the world this year with my off-season diet, or my in-season diet. My off-season diet is just a blast as well. So goals for next year, what I'm looking to do for the year of 2013. My first show is going to be Mark Antoinette's St. Pete Muscle, and then I'm going to be doing Southeastern, and then also as All South, and hopefully for one of those 2 shows, as long as I can qualify, I'll be hitting a national show here in November for men's lightweight bodybuilding. First and foremost, I would love to give thanks to my gym, my owner Ed Bojacki here at Gold's Gym Tampa. This is the place that started all for me. I've been here since I was 14 years old, and 10 years later, I'm still here. So this place has definitely provided me the place, the atmosphere, as well as the motivation that I needed throughout all these years to make sure I get it right. If anybody wants to get in contact with me, anybody is ever here in the Tampa Bay area, you can reach me at johnny@goldsgymtampa.com. Phone number is 813-935-2639. Come by, get a workout in, no charge to you guys. It's free on the house. It's located at the Gold's Gym in Tampa, Florida. Be more than happy to take care of you guys here. All competitors are welcome. Anybody is welcome, from the most beginner of athletes to the most advanced of athletes. I think that we have more than what you're looking for here. Not only that, but you get to see what Johnny Vegas is about. And what's that thing I always say? Oh yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.